Alright. Welcome to another one of BumpmyStump's World of Tanks Xbox One replays. This is kind of, it's not a, I wouldn't call it a retro, because it is on the One, but it was from when the Knight first came out. So it's sort of retro, it's a few months old. We're on Widepark, we are top tier. I'm pretty sure it was, I really didn't play the Knight very long. I played it to get the op done, and then I probably have played it 5 times since, because I personally think it's a piece of shit. Looks kind of different, but I was not impressed with it whatsoever. I can look at the Type 59 and say it's a good tank, and it has its flaws, but it's an okay tank. This one, no. I mean, most when you say most premiums are, not quite as good as their tech tree counterparts. The Cromwell is 5 times the tank this is. That's my opinion, anyways. When they sold this, they sold it with the bunk right into the building. Good job, Bump. They sold it with the vertical stabilizers and everything on it, and it needs them. Maybe if I had a really good crew in it, it would be different. Maybe then it would be a really good tank. But it's just I can do so much better in the Cromwell than I can this thing. This thing doesn't fire on the move even half as good as the Cromwell does. And I'm not a very good, fast, light, medium tank player. This style of tank. So that in itself, I mean, kind of shoots me in the foot. However, I had some decent games in the Cromwell. This thing, even on the move, it like miss. And, whenever you get into a position where you can shoot something, you get, raped. 2 misses right there on auto lock. That one barely hit. But we're going to put some fire into that KV-85 now, but we're going to do what, 100 damage a shot? 131, 120, 127, 137, 136. I can't stay up either, because if they hit it, which he almost hit it, he just barely missed me. But you see how far that shot right there went off of that Jackson. In a Cromwell, I could have auto-locked, let the reticle get small, and fired and hit that shot. Not this tank. It just, I don't know. I have no love whatsoever for this piece of crap. See a T-14 over there, and I don't want to bounce off him, so I'm going to load some premium. However, I'm not going to go right up to him. There's nothing left on that side of the map. So I'm boot scooting boogieing. But I'm not going to go follow the lemming train around the back, because I see that there's a bunch of tanks on our side of the hill, and a couple more pushing that way. So I'm going to push up here and see if I can defend from up here and get some shots. Try to defend our arties as best as I can, because I know this tank's going to be pushing over here. So the T-14 was coming. I believe there's a KV-85 maybe or something over here too. So I'm going to try to get in a position where I can help, but damn it, they took that artillery out first. Take 139 out of the T-14, and then just, I'll lose 200 of my health, just about. More than 200. From the, pretty sure it was from the Stug. And he misses, which pretty much ends his game. T-14's going to sit back there and kind of hide behind some rocks, so I'm going to go for the flank. VK3601H, maybe? Yeah, 3601H. He's not going to be able to, keep up with me. However, I wait on my fire, because I want to get close. Because I know how this tank just doesn't hit where you aim. As I say that, all 3 or 4 of my shots right there hit, didn't I? Maybe I got lucky this game, but this was probably as crappy of a game as this was. Which it's an okay game, but it's not great. But this was one of my better games in this tank. So, and it worked fine this game. You know, I'm sitting here bashing on it and saying that it's not as good as the Cromwell. But this game was not, this was an anomaly for me. I've tried playing this game, this tank like this in other matches, and it just, I don't know if, you know, I just got lucky. RNG was, you know, on my side. I know I'm top tier, so it's a lot easier. You don't lose, you know, 500 health per shot. But I just, if I could have games like this consistently in this tank, I'd like it. But games like this just, they've been, and I didn't try to play a ton after, you know, this game right here or whatever. I played the tank till the op was over, and then I pretty much stopped playing it. I play it once in a while as a crew trainer, and I just consistently get in games that just get raped. So, I'm not in love with this tank at all. Although in this game we ended up with 35,000 silver, almost 5,000 XP with a multiplier, 2,100 damage dealt, 20 penetrations, block 275. It's a miracle. We ended up with high caliber, sharpshooter, bruiser, second class mastery badge, scout medal, and a sniper medal. Like I said, I think this was probably one of the better games I had in this tank. But I would have games like this in the Cromwell constantly. So when I take the Cromwell and I can get games like this constantly, and I barely get games like this in this tank, yeah. Spotted, Electro, 135 assist, M3 Lee, spotted him, Stug 3, 2 shots for 231, KV 85, 7 shots for 708, took him out of the game. Spotted the T67, spotted the AMX 105 AM, spotted the Nashorn, VK 3601, 3 shots for 397, 4 shots for 425, and took out the T14. And we'll round it all off with a T1 Heavy, 17 assist, 4 shots for 432, and took him out of the game and spotted him. So like I said, if I could have games like this consistently in this tank, I would like it. Because I'm comparing it to the Tech Tree tank, which I consistently have games like this in when I play it. So, and I sold the Tech Tree tank when I bought this. You know, I was like, well, you know, I don't need the Cromwell anymore. I got the Knight. So, and I haven't bought it back, but I wish I'd never sold it. Because it's, to me, my play style, my talent level, maybe, it just works so much better than this tank does. And again, maybe if I stuck one of my really good British crews in this that had all kinds of perks, it would end up better. But I didn't have all that in the Cromwell. I mean, I had, I don't know, probably 3 perks. 3 perks of screw, because I started off with a new crew, because I keep my good crews in the upper tier tanks. So I was like, you know, it wasn't a great crew. And I had games like this consistently. And we'll look at our team there. Our team just completely crapped out. I mean, really. I had 23 shots fired, 20 hits and 20 penetrations, 2,100 damage, almost 2,200 damage, 150 assist. Hit 5 tanks and took out 3 of those, so that's always good. If this tank, like I've said it 3 times now, if the tank played this way all the time, I'd keep it. I mean, I've kept it anyways, but I'd play it more. I just can't seem to get games like this in it. So, as usual, comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, tell me what I did right or wrong, and remember, when you're on that battlefield, shoot the red ones.